Hello and welcome to my alternative channel, Anti-War. And today on Anti-War, we have Saint Arnold of Houston, Texas, Ye Old Christmas Ale 2025, rich and cheerful, sold in cans and bottles and maybe on draft. I don't remember. It's a traditional winter warmer, like a brown ale. There's no spices added, unlike Shiner, which has pecans and peaches, and it's a very nice beer too, I might add. This one's coming in at 7.5% alcohol. Originally 7%, but they jumped it to 7.5. You get a creamy white head, like cream colored, kind of yellowish, and then you got that clear brown, or is that tan? Let's see how the light's in it. I guess, yeah, a clear tan appearance. I live 5 hours from Saint Arnold Brewery if the traffic is good. So you can technically get there in 5 hours. Get on interstate. I just go up to Interstate 10, go west, like literally just stay on that highway, United States, Interstate Highway 10. And you'll see the brewery. When you get into the central part of Houston, you'll see the brewery on the right. It hugs the interstate right at the service road, and you just get off at the next exit, take a right, and then take another right at the first street, Lyons Avenue, Lyons. Take you right to the brewery. And but normally it's more like 5.5, even 6 hours, because the traffic can be bad. This can be, they might be doing road work or whatever. But yeah, so theoretically, I can get to the brewery in 5 hours. Tommy Carroll says, Happy New Year's to you and yours, Louisiana Beer Reviews. Happy New Year to you, although it hasn't arrived yet. Will tomorrow at the day after tomorrow at 12 a.m. Let's look at the website. Saint Arnold Christmas Ale, rich and cheerful. Ye Old Christmas Ale. A rich copper color, they're saying copper, I said tan, I'll go along with copper. Hearty ale, perfect for the holiday season with malty sweetness and a spicy hop character. The generous use of 5 different malts is responsible for the full flavor and high alcohol level of this beer. Very malty, not so hoppy, a full body. Awards. A lot of awards, but ingredients: malted barley, 5 different types of malted barley. No such as corn or rice are added. 2 different Pacific hop varieties, but they don't want to talk. Debuted November 1995. This was the first seasonal wheat. We decided on an old ale, so they're calling it an old ale. Alt beer, an alt beer. Old, oh, that's why they call it Ye Old, okay. Now they're still showing the old write-up. With it 7, it's 7.5, as the can says. Availability. Draft 12-ounce cans or 12-ounce bottles, October to December. So you can still get it if you get it to the store. And it was $10.49 at Mathern's. Walmart does not sell it. Walmart does have famous IPA, however, Art Car IPA. Aroma. Had a Christmas ale from Great Lakes Brewery, had ginger in it, didn't care much for it. I'm sorry to hear that, Tommy. More sirens. Heard a lot of sirens earlier, and then I saw a bunch of fire trucks on the highway, just back highway here. That wasn't a good sign. The aroma, yeah, like brown bread crust. The flavor. Now, Crybaby was so active this morning. See her up there? She was going like full throttle, running. But she wore herself out. and she'd been sleeping since mid-morning, and she woke up, but now she's tired again. But I don't know what she's going to do overnight because I'm going to sleep overnight. Normally she'll lay next to me overnight, but I don't know if she sleeps all day. I don't trust her to walk around the house, but I have to because I go to work and she's here. All right. That's her favorite perch right now, her favorite sleeping spot. I put that towel up there, that placemat, that bath, like when you step out the shower, that kind of thick cloth. What they call it, a placemat, right? I don't know. What do I know for what do I know for towels? But anyway, she likes to sleep on it. It's like one of those that somebody gave it to me. I don't know, they probably stole it from a hotel. I don't take stuff from hotels, but maybe if they give me an ink pen, or a writing pad, they do give you those. But she likes to sleep up on that towel, and she always sleeps on that corner. See that? There's 4 corners. She sleeps on that corner. She's got a preference. She just loves that towel. So tomorrow night or the next day, I'll start washing. I'll put it in the washing machine with the other towels, and she likes it fresh and clean. And she got a bath Monday morning before the cold front came here. She doesn't really mind getting bathed. She hates getting dried off, which I find comical because you're not getting hurt, you're getting dried. But anyway, back to the beer. It's a nice beer. It's really a wonderful beer. Medium bodied, a little bit hoppy from the hops. Let's say 2.5 out of 5 hop cones. 2 out of 5 sugar cubes. It's not a very sweet beer. Would it hold up against Samuel Smith's Winter Warmer or Harpoon Winter Warmer? Yeah, probably would. Probably would. But I'd have to do a blind taste test to find out, and I don't think I will. So I wish I would have found the bottles, because the bottles, I don't think it tastes different. People always tell me this beer or that beer tastes different bottle to can. I don't ever notice that, but the bottles look nicer. They're prettier. They look better in the fridge. You got them in the fridge, those nice bottles. Cans look cheap to me. And that's why they use cans, because they're cheaper. But ultimately, I don't really care, but I do prefer the bottles, No, we used to get Pabst Blue Ribbon 12-ounce bottles, but ever since they switched to Anheuser-Busch production, we don't get the 12 packs anymore of bottles. We only get the cans. So I don't know why. I guess they want to save all their bottles for Busch Light, 12-pack of bottles. Because Busch Light and Busch Light and Bud Ice 12-pack bottles is really popular in Louisiana. You see so many people buying 12 packs of Bud Ice and Busch Light bottles. 12 packs. So how would I score this rather dry beer? I like the spicy notes from the Pacific Northwest hops. They use 2 different ones. They don't name them. The 4 different barley malts, probably very light, somewhat light, medium, and dark. Might have 2 dark ones. It's nice when she's not bothering me. Now, let me do a whiskey video. I could start a whiskey video in 30 minutes. A taste challenge, she'd be running everywhere, trying to pull the wires down. It would be a fiasco. I don't know what her trigger is on that. But we'll milk it if we can. She needs to behave. But anyway, I'll give this an A, 9.4 out of 10, 9.4. it's hard to stage taste challenges with this kind of thing because I don't really get too many varieties of Christmas beers. I get the Abita Christmas Ale. I get this Christmas Ale. But I don't think this year they change the recipe every year. No, they don't. Saint Arnold does not claim to change the recipe every year, and I don't think they do. But Abita claims they do change it every year, and they certainly do because it tastes different. This year is like a hop bomb. They went buck wild on the hops. My friend David wasn't too thrilled with it. My friend George didn't like it. He was like, well, I guess people like it because they wouldn't make it if people didn't like it. That's the way they change it every year. But that wouldn't be now Breckenridge. I think Breckenridge Christmas Ale against this would be a really good close challenge. I think Breckenridge and this one are very close. If memory serves me right. And I know where to find Breckenridge at Total Wine and More. Well, it's probably all gone now. Here we are at the end of December. But I had bought it a few times before. I didn't need to buy it again. I think that would be the closest challenger. Yeah. But now the Mardi Gras beer has been out a week and a half. So we'll have to get on to a Abita Mardi Gras Ale, Mardi Gras lager. Well, anyway, a winner here, an A on my anti-war alternative channel, Anti-War. Louisiana Beer Reviews on Anti-War is giving this Saint Arnold Christmas Ale a 9.4 out of 10, a most excellent beer. And I'm going to end this review by saying, lazy, bon temps relay, y'all go to Houston, Texas, and visit Saint Arnold Brewery, and I've done that twice. And now let's jump over to the main channel and see what's happening over there. All right, see y'all in a few. I'm going over to the main channel. Louisiana Beer Reviews, they're now pushing St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, in March. Those characters.